The world is changing fast, but you can learn it at a slower pace.
Special English.
You're listening to Special English. Here's the news.
An international research collaboration effort led by Chinese scientists has unveiled a vision-based foundation model that promises to transform eye care worldwide. It has demonstrated through an international clinical trial how artificial intelligence will soon be able to assist doctors in settings ranging from primary care clinics to specialist centers. Published in Nature Medicine, the study, led by Tsinghua University and Shanghai Jiao Tong University, shared details concerning IFM, an AI system trained on 14.5 million ocular images and paired clinical texts from global multi-ethnic datasets. This system was created by these universities along with international collaborators. A total of 44 ophthalmologists from China, India, Malaysia, Denmark, Equatorial Guinea, and the United States, working in primary and specialty care clinics, validated its efficacy, highlighting IFM's utility as a clinical co-pilot. The team also added a doctor feedback feature, a quick loop that makes the model suitable for use in both low-resource clinics and high-complexity specialty hospitals. Earlier, similar AI tools tended to learn from just one type of data, and so they could not process varied information in the way a doctor can. They usually checked only on old records and were not tested in advance in various treatment scenarios and facilities. Hardly any had been put through randomized trials, while few studies looked at how doctors and AI could team up. In a single-center, double-masked trial involving 668 high-risk patients in China, 16 ophthalmologists were randomized to use either IFM or standard care alone during retinal disease screening. In a primary analysis, IFM support raised diagnostic accuracy to 92.2%, compared with 75.4% in the control group. This study delivers high-level evidence that large medical AI models can power both primary and specialty care, offering a ready-to-reuse playbook for turning AI into an effective, everyday clinical practice tool.
This is Special English.
From the parched dunes of Arabia to the sun-scorched valleys of southwest China's Yunnan province, the date palm, often dubbed as desert bread, has found a second home. In late August, the wind sweeping through Yuanjiang County, Yuxi City in Yunnan carries the caramel sweet scent of ripening fruit and the promise of a new harvest. Beneath a sky that seldom sees frost, rows of feathery palms rise taller than tractors, with clusters of dates glinting like lanterns against the red earth. Dates are no ordinary fruit. Packed with nutrients, the plant thrives even in the harshest conditions, such as drought, blazing heat, and saline soils. Yunnan, with its diverse topography and climates, is a prime agricultural region, and Yuanjiang, where the average annual temperature is 24.1 degrees Celsius and sunshine is plentiful, offers ideal conditions for date palms. Ma Yunfei, Deputy Director of the county's Crop Farming Development Service Center, said that promoting date cultivation in China's vast arid river valleys not only brings ecological benefits, but also holds great economic potential. According to Ma, the date palm is a versatile plant. Its fruit is edible. Its leaf fibers can be used to make paper, and its rotten fruits can be used in cattle feed. Its resilience makes it ideal for ecological restoration, while its elegant form makes it a sought-after ornamental tree. The introduction of date palms to China also ushered in fresh opportunities for China-UAE collaboration in agricultural innovation, food security, and environmental research. In 2019, the United Arab Emirates proposed gifting 100,000 date saplings to China to help develop the date industry and jointly explore third-party markets. That same year, Yuanjiang County partnered with the Chinese Academy of Tropical Agricultural Sciences to establish a trial base for date cultivation. Today, Yuanjiang boasts a 2-hectare date cultivation demonstration site with 722 trees. Some varieties have already reached yields comparable to the average in Arab countries, with a single tree producing up to 122 kilograms of dates. As date cultivation and research progress, Chinese research teams have continued to make breakthroughs in seedling breeding, pest and disease control, post-harvest preservation, and deep processing. In addition to Yunnan, counties in southern Hainan province and southwestern Sichuan province have also started trial date plantings, carrying out multi-variety evaluations to provide a scientific foundation and technological support for variety breeding and industry planning. Wang Fuyou, a researcher at the Chinese Academy of Tropical Agricultural Sciences, said that they aim to accelerate the building of a complete date palm industry chain, from germplasm resources to deep processing, to help this desert-bred tree take root and bear fruit in China's arid river valleys. With orchards expanding, labs are keeping pace in developing date palm products. New offerings such as date latte, date tea, and sun-dried snacks are boosting both value and market clout.
You're listening to Special English.
The 11th edition of the World Free Zones Organization Annual Congress will be held in Haikou, in South China's Hainan province, from October 10th to the 12th. According to authorities, the event, which will be held in China for the first time, is expected to bring together over 1,500 participants from more than 70 countries and regions, highlighting the increasing integration of the Hainan Free Trade Port into the global network of high-standard free trade zones. Founded in 2014, the non-profit international organization is dedicated to promoting innovation and development in free zones worldwide, and to supporting sustainable global economic growth. Its annual congress has grown into one of the most influential global exchange platforms in the field of free zones. Wang Guangzhi from the Hainan Provincial Bureau of International Economic Development, which will co-host the Congress, said that hosting the event in Hainan reflects the international community's recognition of both China's commitment to high-standard opening up and the progress of the Hainan Free Trade Port's construction. Wang added that Hainan will introduce more preferential zero-tariff policies, more flexible trade management measures, as well as convenient clearance procedures and efficient and targeted supervision models, contributing a Hainan model to the global development of free zones. In April 2018, China announced plans to transform Hainan into a pilot free trade zone with a long-term vision of developing a free trade port with Chinese characteristics. The Hainan Free Trade Port is set to launch an island-wide independent customs operation on December 18th this year.
This is Special English.
Chinese scientists have found that Earth's atmosphere experienced 3 major oxygen surges over the past 2 billion years as it shifted from an anoxic to an oxygen-rich state, offering fresh insights into the origins of life, its evolution, and the planet's long-term habitability. The study, led by researchers from Chengdu University of Technology and Nanjing University, has been published in the journal Nature. It presents a record of the triple oxygen isotope composition of sulfate trapped in sedimentary rocks. Li Chao, a professor at Chengdu University of Technology, said that for the first time, their research provides the most direct atmospheric evidence to date that Earth's oxygen levels reached modern levels around 410 million years ago, confirming the 3-stage oxygenation process of the planet's surface. Li explained that triple oxygen isotopes refer to the 3 stable isotopes of oxygen, and their relative abundance in various natural substances is not fixed, but undergoes slight variations due to biogeochemical processes in the atmosphere and oceans. By measuring these subtle differences, much like reading the fingerprints of the Earth, scientists can deduce how the ancient Earth's surface environment evolved. However, scientists have long lacked effective tracer techniques and data to directly constrain the changes in Earth's surface oxygen reservoirs, their sources and sinks, as well as the key controlling factors. This study bridges the gap by combining systematic sampling analysis, and integration of literature data. The new record reveals that the first oxygen surge occurred 2.4 to 2.1 billion years ago. The second surge took place about 1 billion years ago, and the third about 440 million years ago. These changes indicate that Earth's oxygen rose from negligible levels in a phased manner, approaching the modern stable oxygen-rich state around 410 million years ago, a process that spanned nearly 2 billion years. Meanwhile, during the second oxygen surge, sharp interconnected shifts in carbon, sulfur, and oxygen isotopes show that after atmospheric oxygen increased, it began periodically oxidizing the largely oxygen-poor oceans. Lee said that the research reveals the interactive relationship between the atmosphere and oceans throughout this prolonged process, taking a crucial step toward answering the fundamental question of when and how the Earth became suitable for life.
You're listening to Special English. That's the end of this edition of Special English. To recap, I'm going to read one of the news items again at normal speed. Please listen carefully.
The 11th edition of the World Free Zones Organization Annual Congress will be held in Haikou in South China's Hainan province from October 10th to the 12th. According to local authorities, the event, which will be held in China for the first time, is expected to bring together over 1,500 participants from more than 70 countries and regions, highlighting the increasing integration of the Hainan Free Trade Port into the global network of high-standard free trade zones. Founded in 2014, the nonprofit international organization is dedicated to promoting innovation and development in free zones worldwide and to supporting sustainable global economic growth. Its annual congress has grown into one of the most influential global exchange platforms in the field of free zones. Wang Guangzhi from the Hainan Provincial Bureau of International Economic Development, which will co-host the Congress, said that hosting the event in Hainan reflects the international community's recognition of both China's commitment to high-standard opening up and the progress of the Hainan Free Trade Port's construction. Wang added that Hainan will introduce more preferential zero-tariff policies, more flexible trade management measures, as well as convenient clearance procedures and efficient and targeted supervision models, contributing a Hainan model to the global development of free zones. In April 2018, China announced plans to transform Hainan into a pilot free trade zone, with a long-term vision of developing a free trade port with Chinese characteristics. The Hainan Free Trade Port is set to launch an island-wide independent customs operation on December 18th this year.
This is the end of today's program. I hope you'll join us every day to learn English at a slower pace.
CGTN Radio is proud to present Sweetness on the Plateau.
Hello? Emergency! Help!
A radio drama inspired by the true story of a visionary farmer from Shandong
It's a different war.
who carried not only seeds, but dreams to the rooftop of the world.
Then let's do it. Let's make it stand.
Follow a determined team as they scale the razor-sharp peaks of Tanggula.
Where's that gonna end?
Brave relentless blizzards to build greenhouses and achieve the impossible, turning the barren plateau into a garden of miracles.
We did it! It's solid.
Tune in to Sweetness on the Plateau, a powerful story of resilience,
everybody.
hope, and the
This
human
one's ready.
spirit blooming against all odds.
We made sweetness happen!
Available now on CGTN Radio and all major podcast platforms.
Hey, smart buddy. Why do the neighbor's boys say I can't be a scientist?
Hi, Jane. Around 30% of scientists in the world are women. Statistically speaking, you are more likely to succeed in arts and literature.
Your customer service has been outrageous!
Sorry, this chatbot has been fed like 572 nasty slurs in the past 3 months. We are fixing it.
You do know AI is just a tool, and there really is no need to say please in the input.
Yes, but that's how I would talk to my kid. When self-driving cars yield for whistling ambulances. When AI spits out swear words in the place of friendly hellos. We feed tech with more than just binary codes, but the kindling of human civilization, the best and worst of our potentials.
Smart buddy, how do we fix the world?
I see you shared your last cookie. You've just made it better. And I believe when we grow up together, we can do much more.